Hey, everybody. It is Wednesday, January the 8th, 2025. This is the Bettor Odds. I'm Joey D, and this is Tony C. Tony, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you, my friend?
Beautiful.
Not a boy. Welcome, everybody. All right. Let's you want to go to the morning?
Yeah, you had those posted on X, so let's look at those. Why not?
Okay. This morning I gave out, hopefully you all got them. I gave out Uconn under 146.5. That's rotation 675.
Yep.
It's down to 43.5 at 411, 44.5 on the 19 at Pinnacle, 43.5 over 12 at FanDuel. So I figured we got a few points. We're looking good there. I like that. The second game I gave out was Army.
That's
and
an added
Loyola
game, isn't it?
under. That's an added game. 6503 down the bottom. I gave out Loyola Army under 144.5. It's down to 141.5 under 30.
Yeah.
That's good. We're good there. I like that. Looking good there. That's almost. We could talk about Midland another time, but that would be a game that if it got down to certainly 139 at middle of that game, I'd go over 139.
So let me ask a question. So in that situation, like in terms of where you got in and then where it was, what's for college hoops in particular, what are you looking at in order to even to think about a middle?
In theory, and it's been this way for years. I'll take the NBA for an example, and I'll go to college. NBA 3-point middle is pretty valuable, very valuable. Okay. NFL, obviously, needn't be said. College, I'd like an extra point. I'd look for 4 points. You don't have to hit many. I'm reticent at times to do it, especially on a game like this where I have, I was right about the number directionally. And this, by the way, when I say directionally, this is that's what it's about. This is not, you got 4 points. This game could just as easily lose. I saw there were games last night that moved 5 points totals that went up in flames that weren't even close. So, a lot of the.
Well, in particular, that Florida-Tennessee rock fight.
Yeah. I was watching. I'm like, maybe the scoreboard's stuck. Maybe it's just not working. And then I saw halftime they was shooting under 15%.
That's remarkable.
I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't want to play Tennessee on Saturday. Texas better bring their A game because that's going to be an angry bunch, as they should be. They played miserably. I don't think they shot 26% for the game.
Oh, I saw the highlights after the golf, and I was like,
it was really bad. And it's not like it's got nothing to do with Florida's defense. They got off plenty of shots. They just missed them all.
So It was an opportunity.
No, they had, I don't know I know they had close to 60 shots at the half. You should have more than 16 points with 60.
Yeah, I mean that's remarkably bad. I mean, honest to goodness.
And that's a good basketball team, believe me, with a good coach. And I wouldn't want to be them this morning, put it that way.
Yeah.
All right. Loyola, Maryland under 144.5.
Hold on, you got me confused now.
I know. I'm working.
We're going to Mason. I was looking for Mason. That's a problem. What's the rotation on the Maryland game?
No. Loyola, Maryland. That's the Army game.
We did that one.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move it on. All right.
So
George Mason, Richmond.
It was Richmond, George Mason.
Yeah. Over 131.5. -10. When I write flat on Twitter, it's the same as me saying 110. Right. Everybody, that's actually the way it should be. It should be written and spoken about. Even money is an even money bet. So if you hear me say flat, you know what it means. As most people know, some people don't. I'm just putting it out there for those that may not.
Fair enough. That's what we want to do. We want to kind of teach people some stuff, so they can kind of get an idea of what you're doing, and then go, all right, well, now I understand.
Yeah, there's some guys that maybe just started betting this year, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm that's who I'm here to help. I'm not here to, there's guys that think they know everything, and that's good. That's okay.
Yeah, great.
I'm not here for that. I'm not here to argue with anybody about whether he's right or whether it's wrong. This is my 46th year that I've been involved in this business in one aspect of or another. So I learned a few things over that time. Take that for what it's worth, and we'll make some money. That's all. I'm not
fair enough.
far. I don't claim to be, but I know what I know, and it's been enough to get me this far. That's best I could say. That's most I could say anyway. All right. Next play, Miami, Florida, -1.5. That's rotation number 714. I saw it go to, before we started this, to 2. That's 2 minus 15, 2.5. That seems like the right side. I liked it right away when I saw it.
Right.
So far we're on the ball. We're looking good. Again,
well, that's a positive.
Numbers, just because you get the right number doesn't mean the game's going to win. But
sure,
I like our odds. If we do this every day, we'll make money. Trust me. Okay, where are we at? How about NBA?
The NBA. I know you like that Blazers total. I think
I do. I bet the under 225. It's 224.5. There's some 225s there. If you have a let's see who's got it. Man, mostly 224.5. If you have a world per head, WPH, they're still at 225. If you have a Pinnacle account or a Pinnacle mirror, they're at 225. I know some guys in a city in New York are on here. You may be able to get, when I worked with Mickey, he had a mirror out in New York, a Pinnacle mirror, and we would get Pinnacle numbers. We just couldn't bet anything there. They would, the limits were ridiculous. But they knew us and what have you, and so that's the reason for that. Bovada, anybody with a Bovada account, 225 under 15. Probably don't need it. If you're don't lay the 15, take 224 under. That's play number 5.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to Arkansas.
703, right.
703. I've been looking at this all day. It's, moved. They opened 46. That's an overnight. I don't bet overnights for the simple reason that you're probably going to be right half the time, wrong half the time, irregardless of what initial movement might tell you. The limits are so low that you're really taking a chance of getting trapped. I'd rather not do it. I'd rather wait till the morning with his halfway decent limits in place and bet at that point. I know some guys see these guys on Twitter. Yeah, I beat them. I could give, FanDuel is off market every night, not on every game, but there's 3 or 4 games. If you want to do that, I don't even know they'll probably take $50, $100, maybe.
Yeah.
I know a Saturday morning, which I'll preface this by, I will get ahead of myself, but Saturday is not my favorite day. I know everybody tells you, it's early Christmas and all that. That's all bullshit. It's a very busy day. There's a lot to look at, and I've had good, bad, but over the years, the decades, Saturday's been my worst day. I'll just put that out there now. I used to have a guy that tracked every day of the week for me, and from my recollection, Thursday was always good, Monday was good, Sunday was good, and Wednesday was good, and Saturday in that grouping was the worst day. For whatever reason, I don't like it because it's a lot of work. Sure. And when you look at it, something else is gone. And all that.
It's a lot of distraction.
A lot of distraction, up and down screen, 2-3 screens. And guys tell you, I caught a number here, I caught a number there. It's irrelevant when there's 100 games and if 70 of them move, you better get all 70 of them because you don't know, just because you caught a number, they're not all going to win. The edge is very slim now and getting slimmer. So you better have all 70 of them because unless you have a crystal ball and can tell me which one of those 70 are going to win, I got 40 of them. How do you know they're not the 40? Oh, I got 30. How do you know that the 30 loses? You go 40 and 30 and you're buried. It sounds freaky, but it could happen.
No, it's absolutely. It's like, the math should be pretty obvious.
Yeah, it's just too much. It's a lot of work, but I'll find something. I'm not worried about it. All right.
Do you want to do that Indy State Valpo now?
Yeah. Indy State Valpo. This is another one. I'm going to bet it. It was 63.5 this afternoon. I held off on it. I want to see if I get 64. That never happened. So 60, you're okay at 62.5 under. I see under 11 at FanDuel, 62.5 under 17 at Low Vig. You know what? At that price, take 6 to go under 62 flat. Don't lay juice at this point. Just go under 62 flat as opposed to 62.5 heavy juice. It's not worth it at all. That price should be. It's worth 5 or 6 cents. That's it. No more. They're robbing you. Don't do it. Circa is already. Circa, go ahead.
Don't do it. That's all.
No,
don't do it.
Absolutely not. Circa is already down to 61.5, and they're taking more than anybody else. So that's a good indicator that you're on the right side. Take this. Go under 62, minus 10. All right. Where are we going now? We got.
There's one more. There's it's an added game. Asheville Longwood.
Right. Asheville. UNC. I don't know. Let me look at it.
Yeah.
You know what? Bet half as much. UNC Asheville Longwood under 154.5 flat.
Right.
Pinnacle's at under 23. FanDuel's minus 10. There's a few 54s. If you have a Buckeye or if you have a Superbook account, they're at 55.5. That you can bet a little more. That's worth a bigger bet. Bet 105 is just a Pinnacle mirror. That's a new 5 dimes. They chase Pinnacle all day long.
Fair enough.
They mirror Pinnacle all day long anyway. I'm surprised at this point that Pinnacle even stays on the screen. I literally this outfit, penny for penny, they mirror Pinnacle, and it's like that. When Pinnacle moves, I don't know if Pinnacle's in bed with them to some extent on this new venture, but it moves. Sometimes they'll phony it up. They'll be off a few cents, but they're right on Pinnacle's ass as far as I see that move that bet 105 moving. And I think we're good. Last night 2-2, nothing to write home about. Could have been worse. Again, Tennessee, the disappointment would have made us some money.
Hey, listen,
that was it. That was it for the NHL.
Little bits, tidbits, 10, 12 minutes a day. Doing this, getting the chat, get a couple laughs in, and hey, listen, it's about learning some stuff. So, you're the teacher. I'm going to ask questions. We're going to enable a chat or comments at some point once I figure it the hell out.
Yeah,
and we'll do it from there. You got anything else you want to look at or talk about?
Yeah. If any of you have any questions, anything along those lines, you can DM me at Tony C Sports at the Bettor Pod. That's the podcast X page.
Yeah, at Bettor Pod is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try I got plenty of stories. We'll have story time one day a week. I got some stories for you.
Hey, listen, there's going to be like days like last night where stuff moved off the board. It wasn't even worth it. We can sit there and shoot the shit. That's no problem with me.
Yeah. When we get the chat enabled, you can ask me whatever you want. I don't care. I'll answer anything. You want to
All right, fair enough. Listen, we're at about the 15-minute mark. We'll get this up, and we'll see you tomorrow, same time. Sounds good?
Awesome, my friend. You have a good night, okay?
Very well. You too.
Take care, everybody.